Good morning and welcome to New Day. I'm Kelly Hansen. Grab your steak and your eggs, your protein foam coffee, and your 12th man flag. We're hitting the ground running with a high energy round of topics. Oh yeah, joining me on today's panel, our evening's Jose Cedeno, author and leadership coach LaEisha Howard. Hello, and New Day producer Rebecca Perry. We're all here. I want everyone to start tasting what's in front of you because this is our first topic because the stars are in Seattle. Kardashian and her mom Kris recently visited the Starbucks Support Center in Seattle to launch a new collab. Khloe's Cloud and Salty Kettle Corn Protein Popcorn is now at Starbucks nationwide. That's what you're hearing here. Trying it. And because every great snack deserves a quick sip, Khloe recommends pairing it with her favorite customized drink. You're seeing it there, Grande Ice Vanilla Protein Latte. She has a few substitutions, and this has 47 grams of protein. Whoa, Rebecca got these for us this morning, and they're kind of pricey, right?
So I kind of feel like you need to be a Kardashian in order to afford to.
Wow.
Right here, $8. The Grande, $10.
No way.
Because it's the protein foam.
Did you get your stars? Did you get your points?
You bet I did. Oh, but you know what? I like it.
Oh, I really like
I do
it.
too. It's good.
It's heavy on flavor, I will say.
It is. It's really sweet. With this, like, okay, you know what?
Is this sugar-free?
That's
What I feel like I needed,
Okay.
like sugar-free vanilla in it, because it is high
very
on the
sugary.
sweet
Here's the
scale.
thing, though. Like, if you were gonna buy breakfast, like a coffee and a breakfast sandwich would be about $10. So
True.
you're just
That's true.
And you've got the protein.
And you got your protein.
47
So-
grams, and they say around 30 grams like per meal, right, is what you're supposed to be doing. Someone told me that
But
once.
my question is, does the pear really
Right.
taste
Oh.
what we're talking about?
What do you think?
I
7
do.
grams of protein, sweet and salty kettle corn. I'm not a kettle corn girly. What do you think?
I'm a kettle curl.
Too much sugar.
Exactly. And that's why I think this would be a good afternoon, like that midday slump.
Yes.
This would be good. So, okay, you get both of them. You can pick them both up, but then have that after
You know
lunch.
what I like is it doesn't taste healthy.
It doesn't taste healthy. But is it
love
really
it.
healthy? I don't know.
7 grams of
Well,
protein.
I mean, look at the back, though. Actually, all words that I can read in ingredients, so that's always a good sign.
150.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? Win-win, and the fact that they were in Seattle is so cool. I wish I would have seen them. Oh my gosh, but keeping the protein in mind for our next topic, y'all,
Okay.
because the federal government just made over America's food pyramid. Do you remember learning about this when you were a
I do.
kid? Because I do.
do.
Unlike food pyramids of the past, this one is inverted and puts red meat, cheese, dairy, and vegetables at the top. The new guidelines also double the recommended portion of daily protein, encourages full-fat dairy items, instead of low-fat, and discourages processed. Okay, there we have it.
Oh, wow, I'm ready to fall asleep already.
Yeah, I mean, the sugar, the meats,
Right?
oh my God,
Carbs.
yeah.
I mean, I'm
Are you
tired.
surprised?
Just
So
very-
I'm old enough to remember the food pyramids from the
same.
90s.
Yeah.
Back when you were supposed to have 6 to 11 servings of bread a
Right.
day.
No wonder I do every single day. This is why I'm obsessed.
So you're following it, Kelly.
I'm calling the old
version,
I
yeah.
also remember, like, back in the day, if it was low fat or non-fat, like, the healthiest thing that you could have.
Right.
We didn't
Totally.
count calories. We didn't know what
Right.
calories
No.
were.
Do you remember Snackwells or whatever that was when it's low-fat,
Oh, yeah, the
sugar-free?
cookies.
I'd have like
yeah.
a million
Yes.
cookies
Oh,
and think that I was on a
absolutely.
diet.
So I'm
Right?
going to say, don't follow the pyramid at all. Just do your own thing. That's what I'm going to say.
yeah.
What are you doing?
Exactly.
Because you, I feel like, are on a
Yeah.
health journey.
I don't eat bread, and I don't eat
Yeah.
that much sugar neither. But
So you're
down with meat,
Right.
I'm down with veggies, but I don't know if I'm going to go heavy on the meat just because
Right.
somebody tells me so. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
and
you have to-
I was surprised.
The red meat is really surprising too, because there's, like I was saying, driving over this podcast about fasting and really being like intermittent fasting is really healthy for you, and then the foods that you are taking in when you're eating, making sure that they have less pesticides and less antibiotics and
I agree
hormones,
on
and
that
so
one,
healthy whole foods,
Yeah.
exactly. So
that
it's like
80-20 rule, right? It's supposed to be 80%
Exactly.
whole foods and not as much processed foods.
exactly. So
I'm so bad. I eat like a 12-year-old boy, so no one listens to me. But print out the pyramid, the new pyramid, more slices of bread and I will try and figure it out this year.
And I think too, it's like it's a balance, right? It's like if you got a salad and then you've got some grilled chicken in there or fish, and
listen to your body too.
Well, that's just
listen to your body.
Exactly.
Just everyone is different.
Like, constricting too, because then you're just going to throw it all out the window.
Right. And how you feel matters. It's like if you're really paying attention to your body, you eat something like this. How does it feel?
Cheers on that note. Healthy eating also usually goes out the window at football watch parties, including Saturday night when the Seahawks battle the 49ers for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Can't wait to It's about to get even louder in Lumen Field than it is right here. The Seahawks want to make sure that the bulk of the noise is from the 12s because they're cracking down on season ticket holders who are reselling their playoff. This is something that they warned us about at the beginning of the season, and now some season ticket holders are receiving messages from the Seahawks that their ability to renew for next season could be in jeopardy. Instead of putting up your tickets on resale sites, the Seahawks want you to share them with known 12s like friends, family, neighbors, me. I'm looking at you.
I would love to go.
I'm glad they're cracking down on this.
I'm 50 because for one, I know why the Seahawks are doing it. They're doing it so we more 49ers fans.
Right.
That makes sense. But if you go to Ticketmaster, which I did this morning, the cheapest ticket right now is $506.
Oh,
so,
for nosebleeds, I'm sure too, right?
The roof. We're talking about the roof. You're looking at plays. You're not seeing the plays.
No.
But so, I don't know. I mean, the ticket holders, they spend a lot of money. Obviously, they're fans. I think when you put a rule that they can't do it because then they will be kind of canceled, I think it's tough. But I know why the team is doing it. But at the same time, these people have bought their tickets, and those are their tickets.
I think that's fair. Rebecca, I know you're a big fan.
Well, I am, but also me giving it to a family member would not work because
they won't pay you.
I'm married to a 49er fan.
Oh! Boo!
He lit our house with red lights.
No.
Anyway.
Okay. Changing topics.
Yeah, right. You know what? I think you should change now to a team the Seahawks won't face in the playoffs. The Jacksonville Jaguars. They got knocked out in the wild card round immediately after the loss of first-year head coach Liam Cohen. He gave a press conference, though, and one reporter's comments raised some eyebrows. Listen in.
How you doing today? Lynn Jones, Jacksonville Free Press News. I just want to tell you, congratulations on your success, young man.
Thank you.
You hold your head up, all right? You guys have had a most magnificent season.
Thank
you.
you.
And you did a great job out there today.
Appreciate
so you
it.
just hold your head up, okay?
Thank
and
you,
ladies
ma'am.
and gentlemen, Duval, you the one, all
Thank
right?
you, ma'am.
keep it going. We got another season, okay?
I appreciate
Take
it.
care and much continued success to you and the entire team.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm literally tearing up, and I know the coach was too. I loved this moment because it just was so, you could tell he's just a human, and he needed that in that moment. And no one ever takes the time to say something nice in press conferences all the time. I love it. I feel like I had something to say, though.
I think it was cute, but the reporter forgot her job at one point, and then I think it went a little too long. It's like, young man, and so I almost felt like she's talking to her son at one point, and
That's what I kind of liked about it, though. I
It's
felt like
cute.
it was very maternal,
Yeah.
but I do, as a journalist, the no cheering from the press box, that's a thing too. But I thought that she did her job as a human, which was to lift him up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like, she humanized it. And I think, too, it's like it can be a little too much, too flowery. But I think that, and as a leadership coach, it's like, okay, let's bring the human back into it. And these are people and these are real feelings. I think he will take that. That will stay with him forever.
For sure.
And I think that it will make him a better coach as well and a person, because he can then give that same feedback, that same uplifting, even if it's just a few words, right? It matters.
Yes.
And coaches and players, it's like that relationship is so important. And it matters how you're playing out there on the field. If you've got a great leadership team, you're going to do your best. You're going to work hard. So I love it.
Coach. Well said, Coach.
We got the coach that we need right here. Here are some of my favorites. We're starting with Tessa Thompson. Love
The color.
this green is so big right now. Kylie Jenner was another fave of mine. She looked absolutely stunning. Body, body, body. Kate Hudson. I'm loving this too. Metallics. I feel like that's really in. Yes.
A lot of shiny stuff.
Miley Cyrus. Some didn't love the sunglasses on the carpet. I don't know. I feel like this structure on the dress. She looks great. Rebecca, you loved Nikki's.
Nikki Glaser, she just knocked it out of the park. Everything that she wore, and I thought she did such a good job as host.
She did.
One of the best Golden Globes I've seen in a really long time.
So funny. Some misses we thought maybe.
So there's this thing with the sheer.
What's wrong with that?
It's J-Lo.
She looks stunning. What are you talking about?
I agree. I think J-Lo, body.
What's the next one? It's kind of the same, it's like
Screaming
nude.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I love both of these, you guys. I don't think these are misses.
And then Timothy Chalamet to me is just like for like the word of the night. You're just not bringing it.
I think
he looks like he's going to.
He's chilling.
He's keeping it casual, but you can never go wrong with all black. I mean,
I know.
that's me. I love all black.
Bet on black.
So
I agree.
always. So.
Really love about this awards, it was the jokes from the host, from the guest host as well. Like that for me was so entertaining. And then some on social media after you get to see like the famous people on the table, and then you get to see other famous people come into the table to kind of get for a picture. Right. So like a moment of fan, right? Yeah. And then you get who wasn't knowing like Leonardo DiCaprio was like so many people are coming to the table. Yeah. Timothy also had the same situation, but then you see how other stars are like giggling.
Jennifer Lawrence and Kylie Jenner were talking. Kylie was asking Jennifer Lawrence about her babies and how they were doing, and there were some really cute moments. There's also some new categories, podcast category, and then did you like how there was commentary? As the winners were walking to the stage, it was kind of like there was some voiceover there.
I thought it wasn't executed very well, but I think it's a good idea, and I think it got better the more that the night went on, and so I give kudos to the producers for trying something new, and I think it will probably catch on, but I think that the music was a little bit too loud, and they were it wasn't perfect. But speaking of music, whoever did the playlist was a millennial, because
you want it?
It was banging. I love the music.
Hey, there we
Do we have their Spotify playlist?
I know, we need
Spotify
it.
playlist.
Speaking of parties and maybe some other music, we're going to talk about dancing. According to an article in the Wall Street Journal, young people say the fear of becoming a meme is actually preventing them from hitting the dance floor. Musicians like Tyler, the Creator, are calling out crowds for not dancing at their concerts and killing the vibe. Some clubs are even fighting back with a phone-free dance zone. This makes me so sad. I'm the first person on the dance floor.
Right.
I don't care if I'm Elaine, and I do want to mention one thing. I think I have rhythm too. I think I have rhythm.
Let other people judge on that, Kelly.
Jose, you see me dance. You know.
I seen you dance.
I have rhythm. Give it to me. My aunt at a wedding, the DJ actually came up to her and said, "Are you?" Seizure with her dance moves that she was doing, and it really hurt her feelings. And so this kind of, I'm like, I guess I could see it if people are making fun. Do you and dance away?
It's like no one's
Well, and that's it. I have kitchen all the time by myself. If my neighbors saw me, I wouldn't care. I love it. And how free.
What kitchen? Like you're just at a house, or the kitchen?
Because I'm cooking,
maybe a little glass of
a glass of wine. I'm coming out of office. I'm trying to entertain my dog sometimes. I don't want to go for a walk, but you can watch me dance.
Can you give us a little sample of the kitchen dance?
I mean, maybe next time.
Let's flip the table and for the next few minutes.
Exactly. It's like, how fun. How fortunate that people are feeling shamed by dancing.
I
it's
mean,
just...
dancing is part of the fun. And talking about concerts, like why will you go to a concert if you're not going to sing or dance? I mean, that's the whole point. It's about having good time. It's about, releasing that stress. So I say, yes, sometimes you may not look cool, but that's not about looking cool.
Exactly.
It's about feeling cool.
Well, and if partying isn't your jam, maybe you'll like this next trend, admin night. Instead of going out, friends are saving money by staying in and tackling all the boring life tasks that they've been avoiding, like paying bills, files, making appointments, and by doing it together with snacks and music, maybe a little dancing, moral support, it turns the most tedious chores into a low-key hangout. I would do an admin night with my girlfriends. This reminds me of college when you're all doing different like homework assignments and classes.
It sounds smart.
All right.
It does sound smart, but if I'm drinking beer with my boys
Right.
and I'm doing paperwork stuff, it's gonna be
It's gone out
a
the
mess.
window.
Yes,
Right.
I'm not gonna complain.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Paying bills, you might pay $1 million. You don't know. Get the zeros wrong to carry the line.
I'll tell you one thing. One time I bought a plane ticket and I was drinking with my friends.
All
And
right.
it turns out that I ended up buying 2 plane tickets to London. And yeah, so you see, not a smart story.
And that's what happens too. You start shopping. You've had a
Oh,
few
yeah.
glasses of wine, and you start online shopping. And next thing you know, you're like, those bills did not get paid because you spent Exactly. Stick to having your friends over, wine night,
Yes.
games, movies,
Yeah.
Yes.
and keep the admin. Carve out
totally
admin
agree.
time in your.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
that.
Lauren, my friend, one of my besties, we would love this. So, Lauren, I'm looking at you. LaEisha, I want to get to your new book. Tell everyone about it, too. Untethered.
Untethered, Releasing and Choosing Self. This book it's riddled with affirmations, and it's also filled with grief, sharing small stories about the grief that I've gone through over the last 5 years, losing my father. My grandmother is still living, but has dementia, and it's exacerbated in the last couple years. And so grieving people while they're alive, grieving people that you've lost, and then pulling yourself out of that, you know, and I think that it's an everyday process to do that. And so I started writing from this place of healing, and then also the destruction, the self-destruction that I was doing to myself, and then working and still trying to be that strong person for everyone. So I've shared a few stories in here, and then some of the affirmations were how I kind of picked myself up through it. And again, you know, healing is not linear. It is ongoing, and sometimes we fall out of it, and sometimes we stay the course, but it's a process. So Untethered, Releasing and Choosing Self is it's almost a gateway into my memoir out later this year.
Oh,
That's a
geez.
teaser. That's a teaser right there.
Do you have a favorite affirmation before we?
Oh, my goodness.
Or I don't want to put you on the spot of your favorite, but
But you
just
did.
one. But I did.
Well, you know, I think the first one, I didn't even realize when I opened it up, it was, Dear you, don't clip your wings. Dear you, do not clip your wings with self-criticism. You have a chance to soar. Untethered.
I absolutely love a quote, and I love
So,
ending it on this note. Thank you all for being here. This was such a fun panel, and thank you to you all for taking time with us today. You can check our website for more of our content, and you can always send us an email to share your thoughts. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.